Welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. You know, I don't think I mentioned this in Vlogmas Day 1 because I'm sitting in the same spot as I was Day 1 because I'm filming these at the same time. I am sitting in my bedroom on the floor in the corner because my family is home and I did not want them to have to be quiet for me filming. So if you hear anything in the background, it is them enjoying their life. So I just want to make sure that you know, yes, I'm sitting on the floor like old times in the corner of my room. So today is an exciting day for me. If you did not know, most people probably know, I have a planner, sticker, and organization shop. So thegoldprojectshop.com, that's where a lot of my time goes when I'm not working teaching. I teach 7th grade keyboarding. All of my time and energy goes into my business. So I have slowly been adding new products to my shop besides planner stickers. So I have wanted to add a notebook or journal, petite line journal, whatever you want to call it, to my shop for quite some time. But here's the thing. Finding vendors is something that other businesses are not going to share with you. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy to try to find a vendor that will make the product that you have your mindset on creating. So I have noticed that Erin Condren has not been selling the petite line journals nearly as much. And I have had people come to me and go, yes, if you go to the website, they do have some on there. Yes, they're Hello Kitty and Star Wars. And for me, I want a variety. I've already had the Hello Kitty one, and I don't want the Star Wars one. I am not a Star Wars fan, if I can get it out, and don't plan on ever becoming one. So I don't want those. I want different ones. I want to be able to go on the website and have a variety of them that I can choose from. So I told myself, y'all, I use them. I've used them for years. Ever since Erin Condren came out with those petite line journals, I've used them. I've used them for my budget planner. I've used them for my checkbook register. I have used them to keep up with all of my favorite things for a year. You guys, I would stock up on them. Like at one time, I think I had like 10, 15 just waiting to be used. Well, it has come to the point where I have no back stash anymore. All of them are gone. So I've spent the last couple of months trying to brainstorm to find a product that would be equivalent to the Erin Condren Petite Line Journal. But I don't only want to purchase one for myself, I want to make them available to you in my shop. So I have purchased, I cannot tell you how many I have purchased from Amazon, and I've purchased at other places, and I've got compared it, and I want the paper quality to be a certain thing, and I want the binding to be a certain thing. And finally, after several months of going back and forth and trying to find a vendor, y'all, I can't tell you how many vendors I would contact, and I'm like, look, I want the sewn binding. Well, we can't do the sewn binding. Well, I don't want it then. I want this specific thing. I don't want a coil. I want it to be sewn. So after going through all of that, I found a vendor that made me a sample. I did not know, y'all, I had to create the front cover, the inside front cover, the back cover, the inside back cover, and all of the 80 pages inside. So I did all of these on separate files. They told me they could make it. They told me the price, which was really pricey for a notebook. But I knew that it was important to do this because this was going to be the sample for what I was going to sell. I am really like it's got to be something I would use, and it's got to be something that is perfect in my eyes for me to sell it in my shop. So I knew I needed to spend the money to make sure it was right. So I sent in all of the files, had no idea how they were going to take all these files, pull them together, and make a journal. So I did this, and a couple weeks later, they sent me the video and the pictures, and you guys, I was blown away. It was exactly what I was hoping, exactly like I was hoping. So I told you guys in the community, if you are a part of the Golden Circle on Facebook, you know I talked about this to the point of me seeing the video and almost crying because it was exactly like I wanted. But I did not know how it was going to look in person. I knew what the video looked like. I knew what the pictures looked like. It looked like what I had envisioned, but I hadn't held it in my hand until now. So the other day, I got the 2 samples. They sent me 2. I was really excited about that. They sent me the 2 samples, and I'm going to share them with you today. And I hope you are as excited about it as I am after seeing it. So enough with my rambling. I know that was a lot to introduce this video. I'm going to go to an up close and personal shot of that journal, and I'm going to share everything about it with you. So I know this has been a chatty type of video already, but it's going to continue to be chatty, so I apologize if that's something that you are not interested in hearing. So this process has been a very long one. So I don't even have 2 Erin Condren Petite Line journals to share with you that are empty. So this is the one that I have right now that I'm using as my bill tracker for 2023. And I've used it. So the pages are marked up, so you can't really get a good feel of the entire book. So I can share the front. I'm not going to share all of the... So that is the front. So you can't really get a good feel for exactly what this notebook is, but y'all, I've used the Erin Condren Petite Line Journal since they have come out. They have made favorites after favorites after favorites for me. So my sample is over here, and y'all, I have this one as well. And I love this. This is the monthly planner, but it did have some line pages in the back, just to kind of give you an idea of this. I used to use these all the time for planning my content, and I haven't used them. Lots of line pages in this one. So I just wanted to have these 2 out as a reference. So I'm very excited to share this with you. And this is the one that was created for me. I'm hoping that you can see this. So I had to purchase a sample. A very expensive sample. I'm not going to tell you how much this was. But I created this entire thing. So I created both covers, the inside cover, the line pages, and everything. So they sent me 2 samples. I thought I was only getting 1, so I got 2. So excited about that. So here is... Oh, and it's the same size. Oh, I'm gonna get a little bit of emotional, so I'm sorry. I didn't know that they were gonna be the same size, so they are the same size, which makes me really happy. Okay, I'm gonna try not to cry. Okay, so this is what's going to be. I am going to release 5 different, not 5, 4. So this is the first design of 4 that I'm going to be placing. So this is going to be called Book Lover. Love this one. So this is what I used for the sample. So I'm going to have to purchase a large amount of these, like a large amount of these. A quantity that I've never had to purchase before. This is a very big undertaking for me to purchase this many of something, not knowing how they're going to sell. But y'all, I don't sell anything in my shop unless it's something that I use myself and can stand behind it. So this is something that I've wanted to bring to the shop for quite some time, considering Erin Condren has not been producing them as much. So this has the sewn edge, just like this one does here, sewn edge. Very nice cover. I would say it's equivalent. Or actually, mine's kind of thicker. I think this one's actually thicker than this one. This one feels a little bit thicker than this one. It just does not have the pocket in the back, okay? So this feels a little thicker than that one to me. And here's the inside. You guys, I just And now laying it open, it does look even. So at first I didn't think this was even, but now looking at it, I think it is even. All of these line pages have been created by me. So I had to create there's 80 pages in here. So I had to send a file with 80 pages. And this is what the 80 looks like. It is lined up. Let me give you an inside. Let me give you a little peek up there. So there's my little logo at the top. The little books with the greenery behind it. Now this here, I thought when I first looked at it, I thought it was not even. But I do think it's even now. So we're going to mark it and see. I don't have a ruler right here. And y'all, this is very pale blue. Like a very powdery blue. I didn't want to make it too dark to where you could not write your name here. But guys, I'm thinking this is actually the same. That was the one thing I thought I was going to have to tell them was not right, but now I'm looking at it, I think it's even. So this is even. So at first when I pulled this out, I did not think this was even, but it is even. Yes, so the sample is perfect. So every one of these petite line journals, and I'm going to call it something different. I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it. If you can think of something I need to call it, let me know. So petite line journal is not what I'm going to call it, because that's what Erin Condren called it. So I got a little bit of time to think of what I'm going to call these. So every single one of these that I purchased, there will be 4 designs in the shop. You guys are going to help me pick the other 3. The other 3. I didn't think. The other 3. So if you're not a part of the Golden Circle on Facebook, become a part of that so you can help us decide. So I want to say 12 other options, and I'm going to have you guys vote on which one that you like the best, and then I'm going to take the top 3. So this one is going to be the first one that we order, and then it will be 3 others that I order. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take to create those and all of that. I'll let you know all that. So every one of these is going to look like this. The only difference is going to be the cover and then this inside color here. So you've got my logo. You've got 3 lines here to write anything that you want to. And then all of these, there are 80 pages. And y'all, these are nice. Let's compare. Ooh, and I like mine better. This has got, like, mine is more white. And this one is more of a cream color. So as you see, so mine's more of a white. This is more of a cream. So I think it's pretty nice thickness. Oh, I need to pick the notebook up, not that one. Are the lines almost? Oh my goodness. So the line, and y'all, I think it's about the same quality of paper too, to be honest. So this might be the Erin Condren one may be a hair thicker, but it's not. This is nice weighted pages here. So that is what the back looks like. So my logo is only on the top right corner of the first page, not the back side page. So all of them look like this. Y'all, I just can't tell you how exciting this is for me. I mean, really. So there's 80 line pages, so that's 40 front and back. Okay, 40 front and back. That's the last page. And then here is the last page here. And for the last page, what I decided to do for that is I've got my logo at the very bottom. So this one is a powdery blue as well. I have my logo at the bottom, and then it says The Gold Project, and then it's got my shop website, thegoldprojectshop.com. And that is the back. So you guys, I am so extremely happy with how these turned out. Y'all have no earthly idea. I mean, I've said this I don't know how many times. I have went through this process for months trying to find a manufacturer. And, you know, you can have a vision in your head and then not know where to go to find somebody to make that product, because I don't have the ability to do that. Okay, I just don't have the ability and the time to create this myself. So I went through several different vendors asking if they could create this product for me, and I finally found one after several months of looking. When I submitted the artwork, I submitted everything for this journal. I had zero idea how it was going to come together, and it came together perfect. And I had no idea until just now that it was the exact same size as this. I told them I wanted it to be A5 size. So right now, if you go to the Golden Circle on Facebook, there is going to be a place that you can vote for the covers that go along with this. Okay, so I'm going to take the top 3 cover designs that you guys choose, and those are going to be the additional 3 designs that will come to the shop. And this is going to be the first order of hopefully many. If I order this large quantity and it's a big seller, then I will continue to order more. Okay, since they already have all of my measurements and everything, all I've got to do is submit the covers, the front, inside, and outside, and the back, outside, and inside. So go to the Golden Circle right now and help vote for the other 3 designs that we're going to bring to the shop in 2024. So you guys, that is all for this Vlogmas video for day 3. I hope you've enjoyed this preview. I am so excited to bring this to you. So in the comments below, I want to know if you have any questions about this line journal. Let me know any questions you have, and if I have enough, I will do another video. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube you're engaged and you like my content, which means they'll start suggesting it and recommending it to more people, which means our community will grow and will continue to spread positivity. Also, I hope you hit that red subscribe button to become a part of our community and our mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.